Coach Smith. I hope you and everybody in Orangeburg are well. Can you talk about the Lady Bulldogs, your basketball team, and building young quality student athletes and young women as they become winners in the game of life?
Definitely. We talk about that all the time. We talk about the fact that, it's bigger than basketball. Basketball, I was fortunate to play, be a student athlete myself and coach for extended period, have been coaching for an extended period of time. So I constantly talk to them about, utilizing basketball as, it is a stepping stone to life. The things that you will encounter in basketball, you're going to encounter in life. You're going to work in a profession where you're going to have to work within a team. You're going to experience conflict resolution. You're going to experience, a lot of, ups and downs, with wins and losses and things of that nature, good practices, bad practices, good games, bad games, what have you. So I just try to continue to educate them on the reality of life and what they're going to face once they leave me. And in doing so, we put them in position on a daily basis to be successful. One of the main things is definitely being successful in the classroom and taking care of business in the classroom, day in and day out. And then obviously on the court. And it's been a lot of teaching. We had to be very patient because, as you indicated, we have a very young team. So there's a lot of terminology and there's a lot of footwork and there are a lot of things that they've never heard before. So we're having to spend a lot of time doing that. But as I said, I've been in this business for a long time, and I've always prided myself on having young women in the program and helping them to grow and mature and become outstanding citizens. So once they graduate, they can go on and they can pursue whatever career they want to pursue. And these young ladies are a tremendous group. They're a hardworking group. They respond very well to everything that we put out there for them. One of my young ladies just texted me in a panic today. Today is their day off, and she said, "Coach, I want to get in the gym and shoot. The gym's locked. The gym's locked." And I'm like, "It's okay. We'll get you in," which is great. Which is great. So they're hungry. They're hungry and they want to be successful. And so, as part of my job, as part of the job of my assistants, who do a very good job for me, is to help to continue to encourage, to teach, to empower. And to make sure we're paying close attention. I think this is one of the biggest things coming out of COVID is that we pay very close attention to our young women's mental health. That is something that really since COVID and going back with just hearing Coach Moten talk about, with players being in quarantine and players being in isolation, that was very difficult for a lot of our players. My son, who's actually a student athlete, 2-3 times a day. That was very difficult. So we definitely pay close attention to that because we had quite a few players that were in isolation and ready to come out, or in quarantine and ready to come out. And then someone else tested, so they had to go back in. So it went from 10 days to 15 days to an additional 5 days. So it became very taxing. So now it's not, we're still in the pandemic, and thankfully, we're vaccinated, but we know we can still, contract COVID-19. We're constantly talking to our players about being safe, staying healthy, and also just paying very close attention to their mental health. And if there's anything that's going on, if they need any, additional counseling, or just to sit down and have a one-on-one with myself or someone on the staff, we're always available to do that.